Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Ben Arnold de Vera.
Hello, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Hindi nyo ba alam na importante rin ang business reporting, business news? Kahapon, tignan nyo sa Manila Times today, ang banner story nila. Nag-recover yung economy natin. Yan, may kopya kayo ng Manila Times today, di ba? They gave you free copies. Ang banner story nila, nag-rebound yung economy. Ang economic growth pala to 6.5, nagkamali ako. Disinformation yun. 6.2%, sorry. In the third quarter. Ang nangyari kasi, nung first two quarters, meron ba sa inyo nakaalala, bumagal yung paglago ng ekonomiya. Lumalago naman palagi yung ekonomiya natin the past several, quarters. I think hindi pa tayo nagkaroon ng recession since after Marcos' time. But then, ano yung nangyari nung early this year, kung nagbabasa rin kayo ng political news na naka-apekto sa ekonomiya natin? Naalala nyo, mataas ang inflation. Naramdaman nyo ba yun? Mataas ang bilihin last year. Sino nakaramdam? Ngayon naman, this year, bumawi yung gobyerno. Sabi nila, pinasin nila yung rice tarification law. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng imported na bigas, pwede na pumasok sa bansa natin na hindi masyadong mataas yung import duties. Kaya bumaba daw yung presyo ng bigas, kaya nag-i-ease yung inflation. Nararamdaman nyo rin ba yun? Sino dito yung bumibili ng bigas? You think na, naramdaman nyo na bumaba naman yung presyo. So yan, nakala natin yung business news, mga ganong konsepto like GDP, like inflation, kala natin sa umpisa, hindi siya, sa amin sa mga reporters, minsan sasabihin sa'yo nung boss mo, ano ba yan, nakakakonekta ba yung balita mo sa, sa bituka? Sa bituka ng mga mambabasa natin, ng mga nanonood sa TV news programs natin. Apparently, ang business news kahit to, medyo siguro for some intimidating, lalo na sa mga sa mga broadsheets kasi it's in English. They use a lot of terms na hindi naman talaga madaling intindihin, like GDP. Ano ba yung GDP? Ano ba yung inflation? For young people, maybe for some young people, it would be intimidating, but I challenge you and I encourage you to start reading the business pages, even their business newspapers, like Business World, Business Mirror. Watch a lot of the business channels on TV, like yung ANC, meron silang mga dedicated newscast for just business news. Initially, I had no idea I'd become a business reporter, but then I realized that it gives you a chance to also delve into numbers and these concepts na some people would not understand, but then we should make them understand. And it's also a nice challenge to undertake, right? Pag napapaliwanag natin sa mga tao yung mga konsepto ng inflation, naiintindihan nila, bakit lumalago yung ekonomiya natin o bakit bumabagal yung paglako ng ekonomiya natin. Besides, syempre, yung audience natin ng mga ordinaryong nagbabasa sa dyaryo o nanonood ng TV o nakikinig sa radyo. At the same time, pati yung mga policy makers, pwede natin ipagyabang na when you cover business news, government officials would read your stories, and sometimes some of the policy decisions they make will be based on the stories you write or you publish. Ngayon, it's very exciting to cover the economy because the fact is, the Philippine economy continues to grow, but then there are certain challenges, certain missteps happening like last year because they implemented the train law, tapos minalas, tumaas yung fuel prices na out of our control. At the same time, nung September last year, nagkulang yung supply ng bigas. So nagkulang na supply ng bigas, hindi agad nakapag-import, tumaas yung presyo. So yung inflation, average na pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin, nahila lahat. Especially sa pagkain, especially rice. So, ayun, last year, bumaba yung GDP growth natin. Tapos this year nga, ang nangyari, dahil na-delay yung budget natin, humina yung ekonomiya. Pero more than that, na yung headline numbers na yung GDP bumagal, inflation tumaas, ano ba yung impact nun sa araw-araw natin na bubumuhay? Meron mga storya nagsusulat na, ito nga, mga tao nahihirapan silang bumili ng bigas, or yung katulad nito naman dahil sa rice tarification, bumaba nga yung presyo, retail prices ng bigas sa mga palengke, saka sa mga retail outlets. Pero dahil pumapasok na yung mas maraming imports, kawawa naman yung mga palay farmers natin. Bumaba yung palay prices, so parang palugi, malaking investment nila para magtanim ng bigas. But if you got a chance, study well, try to learn the concepts. But then, these are concepts later on in life. When you're working, when you're a reporter, you would learn the more practical meaning or the more practical explanation behind all these terms. At the same time, sino naman yung mga college students dito? Meron ba kayong journalism ba yung course niyo? Meron ba kayong business journalism na electives? Please do take them. They would be very helpful when you eventually. So it will give you parang an option if you don't want to go into other types of reporting. If you don't want to go to TV perhaps or cover political news or police stories, then it's an option to take. Marami tayong business papers in the Philippines. I think there are 2, Business Mirror and Business World. And all the newspapers have their business sections. Plus, there's also TV, there's also the wires. Yun. Ayun wag babasahin yung horoscope lang ng Manila Times. Also the business pages of the Times and other papers. With that, I don't know, any questions? Or later na yata after all the speakers. So yun, that's the only thing I could say right now. Hope we would be seeing you in the industry. Some of you maybe in 5 to, or maybe in a few years, in a couple of years, and maybe for the high school students in 4 to 5 years, we hope to see you covering business with us. And it will not be just challenging, but also will be fun and enriching for you in your careers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ben Vera.